we go. Yep, give me just a second to post to the socials. All right, let's get it. Actually, hold on, I gotta do one more thing for the streams. In the meantime, let me get on the server. Did the server crash? Ooh, I don't love that. Let's try out this new. They added software and game dev back as a category, so let's see how that goes. So, first thing I'm gonna try is there was a. We had a crash for when I used dash moves, it would crash the server. So I'm just going to play a match with those maneuvers for a second and just see what happens. In the meantime, welcome. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I have the right stuff open on all my screens. Okay. Change to one of the other characters. Elisham, good catch. And noticing I was on a live server. Yeah, it's not so bad. Okay, well, it looks like the crash is fixed. That's good. That was a bad crash. All right, I'm gonna try to break the next thing. Which is the old grapple input lock. So the first one was grapple the ground. And I got it first try. There it is. See, I need... What's going on, Method? We definitely appreciate the kudos. We've worked real hard on it. Have you played before? Okay, Elisham, I need you When's the last time you played? Okay, so the grapple... Oopsies. I was low on health. Okay. Okay. all the reproductions for that bug still happen. Well, the server crash is fixed, I suppose. I'll take the victory. Thanks. Hey, I appreciate the chatting. You don't feel like you have to lurk. I'm happy to talk about whatever, answer questions. That makes streaming way more enjoyable for me. Well, the crash appears to be fixed. That happened within probably 10 seconds of a match before. If I just run past these bots, will they chase me? Yeah, they will. Okay, well, I can deal with that. Okay. Kind of want to see what happens on the... Oh, there's no characters. That's weird. Can't say I've seen that before. Elisham, do you see characters? Well, I'm gonna undo the change that I did. I kind of just want to see what happens on map change. Okay. All right, back to bug fixes. I want to take a look at this grappling thing, though. You can ask as much as you want. The question was, what made me pursue this journey of game development for Hanako specifically? Well, it's a long story, but the abridged version is back in 2007. My mother passed away after battling with cancer for 4 years. I had just started college for game development. I knew it's what I wanted to do. And over that next winter break, we had 6-week winter breaks in school. And basically, I just started writing a design document for this game. I wanted to make martial arts and samurai, and that kind of thing always resonated with me. and I wanted to make a game to honor my mom and kind of serve as a metaphor. So kind of one of the clans in the game represents her and the other represents Cancer, and all the maps kind of represent different parts of that battle. So that's why there's very dark maps and very pretty ones, and it's kind of a visual journey between those two opposing themes. All right, so that's really the main reason why something has been able to go for so long, just because it's a really personal project. A lot of the dev team has lost a parent to cancer during development, and it's kind of become a living, breathing tribute to a whole lot of people. There's a lot of Easter eggs in the game art, a lot of like paintings on the walls, and different symbols that we put in the maps that represent, or at least send a little message to people that we've lost. And if I end up on any of those maps and I still see you in the viewer list, I'll tell the story of that particular map. So what I want to look at now, I'm just going to take a look at the animation blueprint for the ninja and just see if there's any clues. And just for fun, I'll test on a map that's not so boring looking. Even though it's the one I just played. Gifu Crossroads really is the least symbolic of all the maps. It's kind of the beginning of the war. You're kind of dead center Japan. There's you know, the Hanako camp and the Yamai camp. There's not really too much influence from either. It's just neutral territory to start the battle, and then the visual language starts to change based on how close you are to that clan's territory. And it gets, you know, the Yamai represents disease, and the further into their territory that you get, the darker the themes get, and the music and the art and everything else. So I'm just gonna hop in here as a ninja. I'll try to show what I'm doing in a second. It's hard. I can't really do this on one screen, but I'll drag over when I get to the spot I'm thinking of. Actually, I think it's the weapon. Just give me just a second. I'm opening up some stuff to debug. Oh, that reminds me. Huh, that's interesting because I think it's like built into the main music. I'll report that to Lawrence. He's like been grinding so hard on our launch trailer. I think he's about to finish it, and you guys will probably see me kick the final render. But you won't get to see the whole thing yet. That has to be very, very secret. You'll see a frame of it, whatever frame I happen to be on. All right. It's going to be a very spastic couple weeks. God damn it, I opened the wrong one. There it is. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna undo something. I'll do that later. Okay, so let me create the problem. And of course it doesn't happen in the editor. So let me see. Wow, I'm in net emulation mode too. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is break grappling on purpose so I can look at the animation blueprint and see what's going on. But in the editor, things tend to work kind of perfect, and then when you're in a build is when things break. There we go. So now I've broke the grappling hook, and I've broken. So let's see what's going on here. So it's in the full body pose. It's not in turn in place. I'm in the dead state. Oh, hold on. I probably don't have the right thing. Okay, I was about to be like, what? Okay, so I'm in the can turn portion. And then the Kusari Gamma. Let's look at client. So I'm in this IK portion. It thinks is grappling is true. I'm not grappling. What does the server say? Oh, that's useful. The server thinks grappling is false. Okay, well that's useful information for our programmer. It's a client-server mismatch. The client thinks that grappling is still true. So that's fine. It's good. I'm going to bounce around to an entirely different thing right now. So we don't have a lot of players that use ultra wide, and we haven't really added support for it. But I found a way that I can kind of test it, and I started adding some FOV stuff, which I'm actually going to undo the changes to this class because it just seemed to have broken it. So it's very late in the game to be adding support for ultra wide. So what I'm going to try to do is at least get all the menus functional and somewhat decent looking. They're not going to be perfect, but there's not enough time to do that at this stage. We ship in 9 days, September 15th. Ooh, I have caffeine that I can drink. Hold on a second, guys. Pro tip, get a beverage fridge by your workstation when you work late at night. very, very good. That's a good tea. Cat Bez and Server Rex. That's a good combo. That also sounds like a 2008 metalcore song title. And then the lyrics have nothing to do with either. I know someone in here understands what I'm talking about. All right, so before I'd hooked up something for to set FOV, and I also was doing something in the character for that, but it didn't work, and it kind of broke the main menu. And so what I'm gonna do is, instead of just trying to do FOV on the fly, I'm just going to give people an FOV slider and call it a day. Because it's just too much. It's too much work to do all the crazy auto detection at this point. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go back to the menu map, because that one was broken, and I want to make sure that it works correctly. Oh, an 80-degree interior room sounds horrible. This should be properly zoomed now. Whoa, what the hell just happened? Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta do standalone. Forgot this isn't a server. It's just the main menu. Struggling with this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this isn't zoomed out anymore. So I'm gonna go. Actually, I think Gifu would actually be the right map to test this on. What I did find out. No. If I do new editor window, I just halved what the 32:9 ultra wide thing is, and now I can simulate ultra wide. It's just at half the width and half the height, so I can see how the game behaves, which is great, except for there's letterboxes on lots of stuff, and that's not awesome. I'm gonna see if I can fix it in one map. I can fix it everywhere else, but the first thing I want to do is just get the FOV slider hooked up. Thankfully, I have a great plugin that makes adding settings really easy. It's my favorite plugin that we've ever used, and that's saying a lot, because we've been in Unreal since day one of Unreal 4 and UE3 for however many years before then. Anyway, chat, I see you in there. You're not saying anything. How's everybody doing tonight? Talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me things. Tell me stuff. I've enjoyed my day off by getting some extra time to work on this. So it's a good day. I need every second I can get. All right, so settings was broken in ultrawide, and I fixed it. And now what I can do is I'm going to just add an FOV setting to this. It's going to be off of the main video settings thing. And it's going to be a slider. So I'm going to take this gamma, this whole stack of stuff. I'm going to copy it, and I'm just going to paste it. Nope, I didn't paste it in the right place. Oh, let's paste it in the settings block. And I want it, go right here. I think I'm going to have to add, I don't think I have a string for this, but the CVAR is going to be just FOV. Min slider value 90, it's just 190, max slider 120. I already tested this earlier. do want rounding. Let me see if I have FOV in here. I might have put it in and then took it out. Nope, I'm gonna have to update that in localization then, which is pretty annoying. Because I already did that once today, but that's fine. I'll probably save that for one more. Let's do video FOV. And why I added it there is it's a localization table to where basically whatever I write in English, it'll basically create a column in every language that our game supports where I can go and enter what the translation is. Very handy. So I don't think it updates video. Oh no, this should be, it's just video FOV. Okay. Okay. And that should just change the FOV defaults at 90, between 90 and 120. I don't need any custom C-bars for it. I don't need this. And I can remove the custom like auto FOV I was trying to do. So let's try this, see what happens. If it works, then I'll be very pleased. Then I just need to figure out the black box on the in-game cameras and some of that other stuff. So this stuff goes, whoa, wait, what? Why is that something has gone very wrong. Oh, that's what I screwed up. Okay. Oh god, I broke the game. Is 1 gamma what it's supposed to be? No, 0 is supposed to be. Okay. Well. Oh, there we go. So this will be easy to see if it works. FOV. This is 0 to 5. That's not what I want. Oh, okay. I did it in the wrong place again. So this min value is 90, max value is 105. I don't remember what, oh, default's 90, step size is 1, label multiplier I think is fine, number of fractions 0, I think it is. Left value is 90, right value is 120, and that's the range that I want users to have. Let's try this again. So I can't tell if it did anything to this. I need to see if, so it's not telling me what my FOV is. Okay, so the command does work. So it definitely doesn't work there. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do it a different way, which is fine. I'm gonna do this hanako.fov, and then this is gonna be hanako.fov. I don't love that it doesn't start at it doesn't start at the default. really should. But what I'm gonna do though is I had honeco.fov default value 90, changed callback, and this is going to be really the same thing, except it's going to just be FOV. I want to change this to test mode so I can just bypass some of that. Okay. Okay, it worked that time. Now this simulates how ultra-wide looks in our game. Scoreboard. I know the end game thing's broken. I'm probably going to do that next and work through in-game stuff. Select team. This actually looks pretty good. I'm okay with that. Class select looks fine. Skill tree looks fine. HUD looks fine. So let me make sure that when I die, the FOV still works okay. Sweet, it does. Awesome. So that is good news. What I don't love is that the slider is kind of like, it's like if I save 90 here and I go back, I go to settings, I come back to video, this should be at 90, but it's putting this like way out here somewhere. And that's like 113. I need to fix that. It's not good usability. It works. So I'm also curious here, if I go to lobby, what does it do to the main menu? Does it even... Okay, so 120. I'm actually okay if the main menu is like zoomed in on ultra wide. I don't really like the zoomed. It's not really meant to be seen from the zoomed out view anyway. I do need to fill in some stuff over here, but it's not a huge thing right now. Okay, I have to mute for a second because I need to watch the trailer on the other Oh, we have a trailer, my friends. We have a trailer. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. All right. So if I go into like another map now, does the FOV apply here?
Welcome to Hanako training.
Yeah, it looks like it does.
To move
Oh
around.
no, never mind. So it doesn't reapply. It doesn't reapply every time. That kind of sucks. So I go back to lobby. Okay, back into tutorial. Yeah, it's back to the original. So it only updates. It only applies when you join a match. That's a pain in the ass. So in theory though, if I joined a server, that should... So hold on a second. Let me go to... I need to look at something else. Do you want to become famous? Spammity, 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 bammity. Do you want your very own robot followers that'll never engage with your community or provide any meaningful value whatsoever? I need to look at one of the other sliders. Oh, I know exactly which. I have an idea, actually. And it's the same. There's another area that has the same problem. What was it doing? Oh yeah, settings, subwidgets, it's UI, I think. No, it's not UI. It's gameplay. Nope, it's not gameplay. It's controls. Yes, that's what I wanted, mouse sensitivity. What's the settings on this thing? 0 to 10 with a 1 default, a 0.05 step size, num fraction 0.2, 0 to 10. These settings just seem like they don't even matter. 0 to 2.5 with a 1.0 multiplier, no output. Okay, it's not really that helpful. $90, $91, $90 to $120 in an actual thing. $90, $120, $91, Grapple multiplier. Okay, so what I think I need to do, there's player controller on begin play. I need to get cvar, get float cvar. This is hanako.fov. Execute console command. Self is the specific player. I need an append string, and it's going to do FOV space the value. And now I just need to check if I go to tutorial game mode. Player controller tutorial is inherited from BP Hanako player controller. Perfect. So now only 9 days. Arthur, I'll send it to you when it's actually up. You're allowed to see it early. So this has FOV at 120, but why isn't it actually applying? This stuff is really freaking annoying. Okay. So now the FOV is properly applied. I go to lobby. Lobby, it should not be properly applied, but it should definitely be applied in the tutorial. Oh, it did apply it here. I don't love that, but I can make it work. I can add some stuff on the corners.
Welcome to
It did not do it here, which is the place I wanted it to do it. So now it's about applying it in the lobby. Question is, yep. Something's like resetting the FOV. So I have another idea. Let me try something here. I just want to see what values it's getting. Ignore my bad blueprinting, I'm trying to work fast. So that time I didn't even get 0.53. I hope that's not what it... I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna do this differently. This will just be easier to manage. I'm just gonna do a... I'm gonna replace it with one of these. Spinner box slot. I'm gonna replace FOV with that. And I'm just going to give increments of 10 as the option. That'll just be easier. And now it doesn't even matter about any of that crap. Now this can be... let's do... This is going to be Hanukkah.FOV. Auto save and auto apply. So let's try this one. So settings, FOV is at 120. Which it clearly is not at it clearly is not at FOV 120 because that's FOV 120. So it's not applying. So let me... I want that also going there. It's probably a race condition where like... Yeah, it's not even firing. So I think this is happening too early and possibly in the wrong place. I'm gonna bypass this. I shouldn't have to do this every time, but I think I do need to. BP Hanako character, his local initial, so this is like right as the pawn spawns. And what I'm gonna do is put this in a sequence in case I need to do some race condition stuff. Player controller 0 is local player. And let's see what happens here. I still don't get screen text for this. That seems very impossible, kind of. Okay, let's try a 0.2 delay. See what happens. Oh, I think I know why this is it technically should be working, but so it is registering. I see FOV 120. Was that just the server that showed that though? Why is that only executing on the server? That's silly. So this needs to actually go. It's not local begin play at all. It actually needs to go here. So now it gets nothing from that value. Yeah, this is kind of bizarre behavior, this thing. What I'm confused about is why it doesn't auto apply. Like it should auto apply. I'm very confused by this. I'm just gonna experiment here and just try the normal FOV command. Something is making it not apply when the game starts, which is highly annoying. So I'm gonna apply. Definitely did not apply. So the Hanako FOV does work-ish. Well, this is getting as annoying as making it detect your aspect ratio and then making it apply. This is becoming the same exact freaking thing. Oh, I know where this needs to go. Event possessed. This is I need to reorganize this, but I'm gonna just put this somewhere not in with everything else real quick. Just to test it. Oh, I see what happened. I didn't plug in the actual FOV thing. So maybe it was working this whole time and I'm just a dum-dum. Yep, it applied at that time. Go to lobby. So I just didn't connect the blueprint thing. Okay, it applied it here. Now if it applies it in the tutorial.
Welcome to Hanako training. Use the movement keys to move around.
Yay, it applied it in the tutorial. Okay, I think I'm onto something, friends. So let me try it in reverse. 90. Okay, back to 90. I really just want to make cool helmets back to 90, and we're all right. That works. I'm gonna be happy with that and not mess with it a whole lot. Just so, for sanity's sake, let me reorganize this a little bit. I don't think this has to delay. All of this can come over here. And let me try and make sure, double check again. All right, the FOV reapplies. And now I want to change, I might have to go make a change to like every map, but for now I just want to check, see if I can fix the setting on this, and if I can, I'm going to not constrain the aspect ratio, and let's just see what this does. Oh yeah, I forgot about that crash. Oopsies. Anyway, chat, ask me questions. The next 3 questions I will answer right now. My biggest secret is I don't have any secrets. Ooh, I thought I had a reverse reference for a second because I got stuck at 75 for a while. So, fun fact. It's not really that fun, but if you have a camera that has a pinned preview in your viewport and you go to play an editor, it'll crash Unreal 426. So make sure you escape out of your camera preview or it'll crash. So anyway, I'm gonna go and uncheck constrain aspect ratio. Go to save, and I'm gonna rerun my play in editor to see. Okay, so it's just at like a weird FOV. It's not at 120, which is also a little, it's not, this isn't a great perspective for 120 either, but at least it's not constrained. So like if I go to BP test mode, let me change it to 1 kill right quick. No, it is there. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted at all. Yep, that's what I wanted. Okay, so this thing is obviously a train wreck, which is not hard to fix. I'm okay with the text being on the far ends. I'm okay with this being a little stretched. That's relatively easy to fix. Now the every camera in every level being unconstrained aspect ratio, that's not great. Do any of you guys use ultra wide as your default gaming configuration? So here's something I want feedback about, even if you don't use ultra wide. So you saw when I did the victory cinematics, it went to it black boxed the sides for this actual cinematic part. Do you guys see that as a problem? I also have an idea that I'm gonna try this actually real quick. I'm gonna do an environments, no. So I'm gonna go to my blueprint function library and I'm gonna do update level camera FOV. And I'm gonna do get all actor of class, camera actor, so I have an idea here. Cast a camera. Is this already? Okay, it's already camera actor. So set constrain aspect ratio is going to be false. Also, my screen flickering makes me think that there's probably new drivers I need to update. Or I need to check my DisplayPort plug. Nope, flickering worse now. And then I'm going to set FOV, set field of view, detect FOV. Let me check what my formula is here. That's actually, I'm not going to use that function anymore. This will just be get float cvar. So then what I can do is in this level blueprint, where's begin play? There's begin play. Update level camera FOV. I'm just going to do that at the end. And then I'm curious if when I run this, the FOV should get applied. Yep. The FOV got applied to that begin camera. And then these aren't going to be updated yet. I'll fix that in a second. And then this looks like it got updated in FOV. Let me fix that freaking thing real quick. Scoreboard, this is personal stats, I believe. Nope. Is it top players that stupid thing's in? No. End game main. It's in one of these. I'll find it. There it is. So this is top players, scoreboard, account progress, victory. Oh yeah, duh, victory, defeat. So this should just be, I'm really not even sure why all of this is in a scale box. This is kind of bad. So these anchors don't actually need to screen stretch, they just need to be top center docked. And let's see. So I'll fix the cinematic one in a second. There we go. Yep. Excellent. Now these characters, when you go back to your original FOV, they get a little jacked, but that's I'm okay with that. So now what I need to do is, I think I might even be able to leave those invisible. In this Hanako victory level, I need to add that FOV function. I'm gonna have to go through all the levels in the game and do this if it works, but that's a small price to pay for like ultra wide support in okay, so that, well, at least that part, okay, so it worked for this. So this camera, I don't even remember where the hell this camera is. So let me see. I need to take some inventory on how that works. I don't even remember how. Let me see, this would be set view target with blend, and this would be in a blueprint somewhere, top layers. And game cam. So that's not really what I was thinking of. Oh, there it is, Victory Cinematic. So Skycam. So I'm going to make some improvements to this thing. So get controlled pawn. I'm going to do an is valid check here. And if it's not valid, what I'm going to do is promote this to a variable. This is going to be called cam transform. I'm going to set that there. And then cam transform is just going to be the thing here. If it's not valid, then I want to get all actors with tag. And this is going to be spectator camera. Or is it spectator cam or spectator camera? Spectator camera. Yep, it is spectator camera. I'm not gonna loop, I'm just gonna get a copy of 0 because I know it's gonna be the only one. Is valid. This is gonna be cast to camera actor. Actually, I don't even have to cast, it's just if it's valid, get location or get transform. And then that'll be set that. And then spawn that camera. That's gonna go to the victory cinematic. And then that particular camera, set constrained aspect ratio. It's gonna be false. And set field of view. And get owning player controller. This will be get float cvar. So now that should also fix a long-standing bug that we had where if you're dead when the end game happens, you go to 0, 0, 0 for that transition. So this should be a little bit better. Yep, perfect, that worked. Now it just starts from the spectator camera. Yep. Sweet. Okay, so I think that's all of the in-game stuff. I think I can go through menus and look at weirdness now for end-game stuff. Actually, no, I lied. I need to do the level blueprint for putting the camera level FOV stuff in everywhere. Somewhat annoying, but it's a small price to pay, honestly. So I'll go through just the one game mode at a time. This is going to be a huge submission because I have to resave like every map. I don't think I have to do build datas though. So this is going to be then I'll have to check out build data, so this won't be too terrible. Oh, I did miss one thing. No, because the whole loop saves me from having to do it manually. Never mind, take it back. This function just fixes me having to do it on every camera and every level. It'll just do it at runtime, like right on the when you connect. So now that I'm doing tedious horribleness, what is going on? This is important though. I don't know how many ultra wide players we're gonna have, but I would like for them to not be pissed off when the game comes out. That would be great. Dual maps don't have victory cinematics, so I just have to put them here. There's so many cool dual maps I want to make, like cross sections from other maps, like the Hanako Castle interior as like that's a dual map would be so neat and very easy to make. That would be a cool one. Let me. I don't think I've ever. Have you ever opened this DL Shiga Forest map? It's a legacy dual map before we actually even made Shiga Forest. It just had this little like arena in the middle, and like all these little bridges. This wasn't even with Shiga Forest art. This was like a tiny Shiga map that we made really just for trailers, and then we just turned it into a dual map. This is like a really, really old legacy. This map's probably like 6 years old. It would need a lot of work to get it updated though. So it's not actually in the game. It'd probably take a night to get it ready though. Yeah, it's really clean water. Extremely clean. Okay, I'm through Duel. I'm through CTI. Let's do Village now. Oh yeah, I forgot that that change. I'm really glad that these don't make you check out build data to update, because that would just be like a giant submit for you guys to have to sync. And by you guys, I mean you, Arthur. Anyone that has to use UGS or Perforce. It would be nasty. Yeah, all those like gets compiled at cook time stuff is just large. Because Niagara has a lot of metadata that probably isn't even used by most like average systems. Okay, so now I just need tutorial and the castle raid maps. Oh, I think I did some of those off the timer and not here. I'm doing these in like... I actually did these in the wrong place in a lot of maps. They're supposed to be... I meant to do it right here and right here. It shouldn't matter though. what was the menu map? I don't really care. Tutorial doesn't have, no, I guess every map has a spectator camera. Alright, and now I can circle back to menu map and start fixing the other scale problems. So I'm gonna take my headphones out because it plays the level music in like an infinite loop. I apologize if you guys have to listen to this for the next while. So first thing I want to look at is the player stat screen. I think this is like the whole thing. I feel like the buttons got disconnected or something. So they did get disconnected. What I am gonna do though is State of War is just going to be a collapse button. I don't actually want to support that screen at launch. So let's just see what's going on with this thing. Ooh, I didn't see if my changes actually worked on a server yet. Okay, so this thing's just stretched crazy, and so is the leaderboard, which I'm actually okay with that. What the hell happened to this thing? Okay, so this thing should just have like a max width of probably like 1980. This is probably an easy fix. So let's do stats personal. This has a scale box, scale to fit. I think I might be able to just fix it from here. This widget switcher. What happens if I just do that? Okay, so leaderboard is like massively screwed up, but this is perfect. Okay, so I need that to fill. So I'm going to do this at the internal level. So for this one, I'm going to wrap this with a size box. And max desired width is just going to be 1980. And I don't think that's going to work in this preview, but in real, oh. So wait, what the heck did I do to this? Why am I like falling out of the world now? So This didn't do anything. I'm gonna actually get rid of this. Yeah. And this one, I'm gonna wrap this with a size box. And what is this? Is roughly, I'm at 405 to 1780. So 1780 minus 405, that's 1375. So I'll just say 1400. So it shouldn't be able to go past that in width. But the leaderboard can. I don't really care if that one does. Okay. Okay. Stats. So it just keeps stretching. And the leaderboards just keep stretching, which I'm actually fine with that. I'm not okay with it for this. So personal is going to change. It's just going to be this kind of thing, I think. So now I need to make this stupid thing. What does this actually do? And also, why is this like failing sometimes? Okay, so now this is kind of doing what I wanted it to. It's not cutting off anything. I can't tell if it would be okay. Can't tell if the, I guess the image would be there. Okay. And then let me take a look at this guy. Ooh. Screen's not great. So this actually should be like FOV constrained. So on the, I didn't put that event in here, I don't think. No. I need character viewer. And these guys. So I don't even see how you change these ones. This isn't great. What really should happen is that this these cameras, oh wait, here we go. So what happens here if I unconstrain aspect ratio? Oh damn it, I left this stupid thing. Before I go back to menu map, I want to test something though. No, damn it, opened the wrong one. The OG Gifu. It literally thinks that this map needs saved because I opened it. And to make sure that play as client actually works for this. Of course it doesn't. That's very annoying. What's applying that stuff? So hold on a second. So playing as client, yeah, FOV does get applied. Playing as a dedicated server does not. Why would the server get that command though? So what happens? Do I get? Okay, so the FOV applies there, but the one in the character doesn't. I'm very confused by that because I could have swore that event possessed was specifically so now nothing gets up. What the hell? I'm confused that like, would this actually work in a build? That's what I'm confused about. So I have local begin play. Event possessed should do this, but it doesn't. This is stupid, but run on owning client. This is absurd that this shouldn't even be a networking problem. It's just doing a local action. Okay. Well, it works on everything now, so back to menu map. I also want to try something. I said that like 800 times, but I'm in experimentation mode here. Crimson Benny. Why, yes, you can see that. You want to see the game actually played? Alright, give me just a second. I'll go on an actual live server. I'm testing something really quick. Okay. 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 My God. Whoever this is exploited so bad. Okay. So the item store is actually pretty good. Can live with this. For ultra wide. This is a This is an incredible nightmare I'm going to fix in a minute. Oh God, what is happening? Okay, I'll circle through those issues one at a time. But let me hop in actual game real quick. The trailer that's posted is actually extremely old. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. I'll just hop on. Why is All right, Benny, let's do this. What class do you want me to play? Your pick. All right. I'm gonna buy a build that I usually use. So he's got venomous needles, it's like a cone, an aerial cone, smoke bomb, it's a poison cloud, dive roll, which I like a lot, double jump, and some passive move speed, sprint cost, I like that. And in the middle is his essentially ultimate. I'm wearing the shadow skin right now, so he's basically a murdered out ninja, as he should be. So this is the live version of the game on Steam right now. So every class has two stances. They have kind of a heavy, slower stance, and then they have kind of a quicker DPS stance. The skill tree. There's a bug with grappling right now that we're trying to fix. It's actually the biggest bug on our list, but once we fix that, it won't be as glitchy. Thanks. And then this is like our team deathmatch mode, and all of those have these ritual sites that you can complete with meditation. They go faster the more teammates help you, and they give your whole team a buff, or they curse the entire enemy. The team's varied in size over the years. It's hovered around 7, I would say, on average, but it's been as big as 16 before. But in the last 2 or 3 years, it's mostly been 7 of us, and we work on this after our jobs. So I'd say the average dev puts maybe 10 hours a week into this, and we've been working on this not consecutively, but essentially since 2008. This particular version, I would say, has been in development since 2013 consecutively without stopping at all. There's not really any content from like the college version in the game anymore. It's just the original concept. So just for fun, I'm going to switch to the swordsman class, use my personal favorite. I'm much better at him than the rogue. I also have my murdered out shadow skin on him. Yep, you do have a seppuku key if you get stuck or change classes or whatever. So he has a dash knockdown move, and then he has a multi-hit combo. And then melee classes have a ground stab for when you knock down opponents. You have sprint and a sprint attack, block and parry, So Ninja has grappling as their like alternate action. The Kenshi has block and parry instead. This particular match is just like our ticket mode. Oh yeah. And then besides that, we go back to lobby. We also have a full, I wouldn't say full, it's something we're really starting to work on. Cosmetics for each class. So you have different skins, different helmets. Oops, I need to actually finish up that item. Different masks. And we're just gonna just keep making stuff once the game comes out on the 15th. So that's a very, very quick introduction to our game. It took a lot of time and a lot of effort, a lot of just slow, painful day-to-day progression. But, you know, I've used Unreal for 12 years now, and I love it a lot. I've used it every day of my career in the game industry, and I've used it every night of my career for this game. So it's a really amazing game engine. I was an environment artist originally for about 7 years, and then a level designer for about 6 months. And then since then, I've been a technical artist with a focus on performance, optimization, shader libraries, efficient workflows, like that kind of stuff. For this project, I do mostly environment art, items, the UI and UI development. Almost all of our UI was done in Blueprint. I did a lot of it. The item system was all my work with some help from some engineers just to help me architect it properly. And that's my kind of hands-on. It's pretty, I can't say a whole lot about it, but it's awesome. It's very cool. I can't wait for it to be done and for people to get to experience it. Alright, so let's fix some of these problems. Class loadouts, this stretching is unacceptable, so let's go fix it. Now the hard part about multi-resolution is I can fix it on ultra-wide, but it could break on the main thing. So I have this character grid. I'm just gonna try centering this. It's so bad at this thing. It really shouldn't make this stretch. It should be centered, but have a minimum width. So I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna do a size box. Should that? No, that shouldn't stretch. This should. And then can I do a width override and just force it to 1600? Let's see what that does. Oh, awesome. I need to play standalone. some advice I'll give Benny, and this goes for anybody, from the best possible game college in existence, which I have no idea what that is. I don't think any of them are, to like trying to learn in high school. The best way to learn game development is to teach yourself. YouTube, Polycount, whatever website, game dev, um, like Unreal Engine, Reddit, anywhere you can possibly teach yourself things. And I'll say that the best student from any graduating class is 50% ready for a game industry job. So it's really competitive, and you have to be really good. So do way more than your college requires of you, but have fun with it too. Learn stuff that is interesting and enjoyable. Do practical projects. Come up with a little simple game just to learn the different systems. Okay, so that's fixed-ish. Let me make sure it didn't break. Okay. Now I need the back button to not be where it is. And there. So how is this working? So this needs to be wrapped with a size box as well. And then centered. Actually, this might just fix it. Let me see. Oh, absolutely, all the time. One of my mentors was self-taught. He never went to college. He's been my manager everywhere I've worked up until now. So since I left my last place. Oh, that's awesome. Epic. There's people that have worked on this game that they got into the industry through QA at Epic. One of the environment artists on our project. Okay, there we go. Now, okay, back button is in the right place. So I'm gonna have multi. Looks like ultra wide support is going to be good to go in less than a day. That is very good, because I thought this might be a rabbit hole. It still could be, but that is very broken. I need to fix, but I really just want this centered. I don't really want it to stretch. I don't think it should. So let's go to, I believe this one is main loadout store, and it would be this particular object. Okay, so this is, the background's built in, so that's kind of a problem. Let me see. So that collapses. I wonder what happens if I do a similar approach where I do a size box with a width override. And I just do 1920. I mean, it's QA is rough. It's a lot more work than people think, and it's very hard and extremely repetitive. But there's certainly worse jobs, and Epic's an incredible company. They've been extremely supportive of this endeavor, so I'm forever very. What is the deal with this freaking this bug? Has anyone seen? I wonder if anyone's seen this in game before. It's pretty strangely common. So Oh, I know why. Okay. It's because I did, this messed up the order of things. So whatever, so it's gonna stretch out here. I think I need to do it at this level. Can I just do a center? How would this be? It would be, I want the vertical to be the same. It's not size to content. I don't even know what this is going to do to it. Oh, okay. So I don't hate this except for that you can see outside. I honestly wouldn't even care if this was blacked out. So I have an idea. So the background needs to be outside of so the canvas panel, this has its own thing. So can I do an overlay? So this has its own, this is going to stretch, and I'm going to move the background into it. So the background, ooh, no. No, that's a problem because it's going to stretch the window. Let me make sure that I'm right. I think I am, but I just want to make sure. I'm just glad I figured out a way to test this at just doing half the resolution. Okay, so yeah, it stretches it like all crazy and the buttons are weird and okay. I really didn't want to do, I have another idea. So let's go ahead and undo this. Bye-bye pointless overlay. This is correct. That's how I want it. Essentially vertically centered. Now back in here, I have an overlay and I have loading dots. Because I'm gonna put another image. So what am I doing here? This is a size to content main widget switcher. I changed the class select in the object. Talking out loud really helps me work through logic problems. People might think you're nuts if you're working around them, but it helps. That sounds terrifying, Elisham. I wouldn't want to be in the same building as Anthrax. Okay, so this is going to stretch everything. I'm going to put an image on this overlay. And this image is going to be the background again. Let me navigate to that image just so I can use it. No, this isn't actually the one that I want. Search BG pattern. That's the one that I want. Stretch BG. It's going to be set to that. And it needs to be here. So it's behind everything. And it's just going to stretch. So what should happen now is because there's a widget switcher on top of this, whenever it switches, whatever area is left, the rest of the background should stretch across everything. So when I select, yep, there we go. Oh, damn it, the middle. I didn't think about that. Yeah, isn't anthrax like if you touch the powder at all, like you're dead? Like if it's on a table and you like did this with your finger, like you're dead. Okay, I have an idea, another idea. So this is gonna take some creativity, but I got it. I need the source location of this. Where's BG pattern? I'm going to open this in Photoshop. The game's going to be $14.99. It's going to be on sale 40% off at launch for the first, I don't remember how long off the top of my head. And there's also a Founders Pack for $25. There'll be a bundle for $40. And the Founders Pack essentially includes every item that will ever sell in perpetuity, as well as all the items that we currently have. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try cutting out the middle of this. I don't think it's gonna work though, because I have a viewport on like the far right of the screen, and that's kind of a problem. So instead, I'm gonna use a different background. I need a more tileable one. Stats VG. Yep, that works. Open doesn't have a source location. Well, of course it doesn't. It's really annoying that these errors don't close. So I'm gonna export this to where I think this should go. I guess it can go here. What the heck is this thing called again? TUI Stats BG. Ooh, trailer preview. Definitely need to render that out soon. Yeah, this will work better. So what I'm gonna try is like cutting out like this much of it. You know, it's a lot of work to just have a texture on a thing. Let's not do that. I'm working through this. So what I'm gonna try instead. I'm gonna get rid of that. And then on the camera itself, there should be a constrained aspect ratio that's true, and then that should also be true for the weapon. I have worked almost pretty close to half my life on this. Like I mentioned before, I don't know if you were here, it's a really personal project. It's a tribute to my late mother, and it means a whole lot to me. Obviously, that's a huge reason why it was able to survive as long as it has, but it's tremendously important to me. And you know, I'm actually okay with this having letterboxes. It's the only screen that really has it. There's no real reason for it to stretch, so I'm just gonna do what I did for this for everything else, which was change the anchors, which is a really easy fix. So I have this loadout weapons and loadout armor section. The hardest part has definitely been growing a player base. I will also note that if you hop on our Discord, we've been in early access. Technically, you can buy the game now and you just have it forever. Our Steam page is every Wednesday and Sunday we've been doing play tests, and it's open to the public. It's myself, the rest of the Hanako dev team against the community. We test out bug fixes, new features, whatever. Since we're getting close to launch, it's a lot of like, hey, try to break this thing on purpose kind of stuff. But we usually play, Wednesday is a little more fun because we play through like most maps. We have kind of some traditions that we play through, and it's a lot of fun. And I would really, any prospective game dev and people that appreciate game dev really make awesome community members. A lot of our community has interest in game development or is either learning it or part of it in some way. And it's a really awesome, small, very small community, but it's an awesome one. I love everyone that's stuck with the project for a long time. Elisham, you're one of those OGs. Okay, so the camera is just kind of wrong in this mode. Ooh, they're wrong when I'm in normal resolution too. Well, that's actually pretty good. The weapon camera is not constrained aspect ratio. And that's off too. And it looks like the screen's like not quite 1020. I also need to see wrap width, size box. Okay. So back in this main one, what is this? So this is fill, this is fill. This size box really shouldn't even exist. I don't think it's even needed. Okay, so now it's like cut off a little bit. Is there padding somewhere that I'm missing? Oh, actually, it's the FOV that screwed this up. I need to make sure that these cameras actually stay 90 FOV. So I don't actually mind the black box on the side anymore. I don't love that it happens on 1080, but ooh, yeah, this is like even more. This camera's like all kinds of jacked up in 90 FOV, but it's fine in this one. That's kind of a problem. I bet it's the same problem in this too. Actually, no, it's not a problem in this one. That's interesting. Oh, I bet it's because the weapon camera doesn't have constrained aspect ratio, which it should. Oh, damn it, that stupid bug. I keep forgetting that you can't do that. If you have a camera preview and you go to run play and editor, it'll crash every time. I've done it like 8 times tonight. It's so easy to forget. It's the most annoying thing ever. Yeah, it's just you just replace a bitmap basically. Yep, so constrain aspect ratios on. Let's try this out. Getting pretty close. So if the FOV is 90, then this screen actually still works fine. Do you guys see my screen flicker? It's really bad. Definitely need to like update my drivers. Are there even new drivers? Yep, there are new drivers. Okay, so now I need to, can I... What level are these in? These are all in menu map. Character viewer and character viewer. So, let me try this one first. So I wonder if I can do, I went to college in Atlanta, and through my program, I got an internship at High Res Studios. They did Global Agenda, Tribes Ascend, Smite Paladins, Realm Royale. I did an internship there and got hired as a junior during my last semester. I worked there part-time while I finished up my last couple classes, and then I worked there for like 7 years. Almost 8. So I just want to try. This is character cam, this is character cam 2. No, it's not 1. So the character one should be 90 FOV now. I worked on it like the last 2 months before it came out. Like if you remember the Sonoran Desert open zone and the recursive colony dungeon, I'd worked on those. So I'm gonna have to do I'm gonna have to do some hackery here. Didn't want to have to do this, but so I'm gonna have to do execute console command. This is a really bad way to do it, but I can't think of another way off the top of my head. So I'm gonna, when you open the character viewer, I'm basically gonna force your FOV back to 90. And then is there an end play? Event end play. I'm gonna do get float cvar honico.fov. Never used end play ever. So let's see if this works. Oh yeah, I liked that thing. Okay. Okay, that works, that works. And now my FOV went back. For some reason I can't click buttons now though. So that seems like a bug. Let me see if that happens like in normal resolution. Also, what is this crazy? Why am I starting in the air all the time? This really should be. Oh, it is an 80 field of view, so that's actually. Oh, damn it, I left the camera preview up. Did it again, guys, I'm sorry. One of my favorite, did you ever play Dome Defense? When they made those like co-op instance defense missions? I really, really liked that. Oh yeah, one other thing I need to test. That's weird. Okay, so and this happens. Why does this crap still happen? I don't think I've ever seen that in a build. Okay, so if I'm at full res, go back, go back. I lose the ability to click on stuff. And that's main loadout and store. Back button. It calls on back basic or on basic back. Where's the class select? On class back is in game. If false, get all widget to class lobby, set main menu focus, home grade. Should be a non-hit testable self only. Let me see if that's hit first. Nope, that's not it. So wait, that has a... Oh yeah, it is supposed to set main menu focus. And then when it's done, removes itself and it swaps the okay. So, is there a... Yeah, I could probably do it that way instead. WB lobby. Get play grade. Oh, it's home grade. Sorry, messed that up. Get home grade. So class loadouts. Yeah, this is a particularly weird problem. I almost feel like Yeah, I don't remember this breaking before. It's kind of, there's some weird shit going on tonight. Like, does this happen in builds right now? I need to go, let me go look. So I did a build today. So I go here, click back, go here, click back, okay. Whoa, did I just crash? Ooh, I just created a crash. I need to go look at what that is. So if I play, just play in viewport. Why does this happen now? I don't understand. Alright, I gotta do something really quick. What I'm not sure of is, like, does this happen in a build? Let me see if it happens when I like run the game as like editor game. No, this happens in editor game now, so what the heck caused this? I didn't even change anything other than formatting. So in home grid, home grid, character viewer. Let's create some main loadout. And this will, does it hide the lobby at the beginning then? It does, it hides it. Alright, I need to... You guys are getting a sneak peek that you're not supposed to be able to see yet. It's fine though. This one. Nope. Okay. Let's get this bad boy rendering. .25 Mbps. Let's do it. There is. Just keep trying stuff, honestly. Keep trying stuff until it works. It's weird because I didn't change anything that has anything to do with the back button. I just changed the formatting. But the editor's kind of acting a little weird anyway. So what it used to be before was it was get home grid, and it was set main menu focus. And then in home grid, this was bypassed, and it was just this. This is the state it was in before. Let me try running the game outside, because I don't really care too much if this happens in the editor, if it works in the game. I don't really need to go through class select on the loadout and back. Yeah, when we redid all of the effects, we tried to stay away from Nope, so it's still broken. I don't understand this one. So back to the drawing board. So this needs to be not hit testable. home grid set visibility needs to be hit testable, I believe. Let me see. Not hit testable. So really only the buttons are. Art path for simulation and game development degree. Level design's honestly a little bit of both because, like, in my school you could kind of choose level design as a path, and you would take more design and like game theory classes. But level design does have like you should know how to blueprint and have some programming. But that's also a portfolio role, and you should know how to like world build. It's called set dressing or world building depending on the studio. I think I know why. I think it was setting everything to not hit testable. This should be like top level only. I think that's why, because I feel like the hit boxes were getting turned off. Like level design for me, when I got into it, I never really wanted to be one, but I had been an environment artist and a world builder for a while, and I had done a lot of level design in like Kismet and UE3 or Blueprint in UE4, and our project needed one when we were prototyping Paladins in the early days. So it was kind of like a mixture, but a lot of people that started in level design went down an art track and kind of taught themselves blueprint and everything else. Damn it. I thought that was going to fix it for sure. I might just leave this and come back to it and see if there's see if this happens in an actual build. Nope. I honestly couldn't even tell you what twin motion is. So something I am gonna do while I'm in here. don't know what that is either. Why is my why is it only going right here? I'm extremely confused why I can't paint foliage in this. It's landscape. There's no inclusive or exclude layers. Why the heck isn't it letting me paint either? I'm very confused. Now what the heck happened to this thing? Is there like a blocking volume or something in here that's like, I'm so confused by this right now. Is this grass? No, it's instance foliage actor. It's not grass. What the hell, man? So that gets rid of foliage, but why can't I add new? This is pissing me off. Why is this happening? I just want some grass on the edges. Why is that so hard? Alright, here's what's going to happen then. I'm just going to put grass type in here. that's why. It depends on landscape collision to paint foliage. Yep, that's really stupid. Well, I'm glad I figured that out after I did it a different way. The early access version just turns into the real version. And while the slight build's going, I'm gonna upload the final trailer on the side. And Arthur, you will get a link to it because you're on the team. I need to pull a description from the old one. Oh, that's not the one. That's not the one either. Which one's the one? Guess it's none of these. Alright, never mind then. works for me. The expanded FOV version camp. What I'm gonna do now is I think I had all of the... I'm gonna do a test build and deploy it and see if that problem with the back and forth actually happens in a real build. And in the meantime, I need to finish up an item. So I'm going to open my item screenshot map. And I wish I kept it the 2 versions with the helmet, but I didn't. I should have kept the mask version in this. Alright, time to watch secret stuff. I gotta check something. Hiding the screen for a second. Actually, guys, I'm gonna hop